Everybody, okay, welcome everybody. So let's begin. I'd like to do a hand tapping exercise, and you can find this hand tapping exercise on my website, touchingworlds.com/free gifts. So you can gently tap or rub, listening to your comfort zone, and then we can flip the hands. Gently tap or rub. And this is based on traditional Chinese medicine, and doing some of these movements will help open up energy channels, help things move freer. So now we do the tips of the fingers. Good. I just noticed this thing is a little bit too down. There we go. Okay, right there. So this is good for fever or heart fatigue. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much for either times. And then this one is good for the throat and the neck, interlacing the fingers, and you want to get close. Oh, good. Looks like we're getting another Jack and Mary, a different connection. Okay, so we're interlacing the fingers, and some people say in Spring Force Qigong, I've heard them say this is good for the spine. You can visualize the spine moving freely. So whatever hand was lower will go up higher, just a little bit, and then we go. It might feel awkward, and awkward is actually a good thing because then we're doing it right. So you will do it like that. Yeah, good. All right, so the next is we're going to do the outside the hands. It's kind of like a clapping motion, but these fingers are open. So we're doing the pinky to the thumb to the palms, and you want to touch all of those surface areas. Give it a couple different angles. And that is good for lung ailments or cold prevention. I know we all want to prevent COVID, so this could help. Good, we have another little friend on Zoom. That's so cute. All right, next we're going to do the webs of the hands. So we're going to do the webs of the hands. In one direction, it doesn't matter which way. And then we'll do it the other. All right, good. All right, the next is one hand is up, one hand is down. So we'll gently tap or rub. So you can try rubbing the top of the hand, the back of the hands, yeah. One hand faces the earth, one hand faces the sky. Yeah, very good. Yeah, we have a little friend online, so very good. And now this is the tricky part now, the top hand. Now there's a top hand, it's going to go down. And the hand that was down is going to go up. So now we just flip the hands around. The hand that was on the top is going to the down. It's tricky. That's probably the hardest part. This just connects to a different area of the hand. And this is all good for stroke prevention, heart, chest discomfort. So there's a lot of benefits. Now we're going to flip the hands again. And we're going to do back of the wrist, back of the wrist. And this is good for lower back discomfort. So one hand at the top, one on the bottom. It doesn't matter which one because we're going to flip it. Very good. Yeah, wonderful. And now we're going to flip it. So that upper one is going to go down, and that lower one is going to go up. And I just love doing this hand tapping exercise because you can do it anywhere. Good job. You can do it anywhere. If you're waiting in the car, if you're driving, or a passenger. Good. And let's do the last one. We do the knuckles, the thumb, and the palms. And this is good for headaches. So making sure all the contact surface area is covered. And you can do it for 9 seconds, or you can do it for 10 seconds, and you can rub. You can rub it too. Yeah, very good. Got the palms. Very good. And then we can smile and open and close our hands, sending good energy to each other. Wonderful. Good. I love the smiles. It brightens my day just seeing your smiles. So thank you. So let's do a little quick check-in with our bodies. I'm going to use this singing bowl to help us center. So taking a calming, relaxed breath. upright body posture. You may be sitting in a chair. If you are, try to get on the edge of the chair. If you need pillow support, that's okay, or you can stand. If you're standing, you want to have your feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, pelvis is slightly tucked in, and you, see I want to go a little bit further back, and you want to have your chin slightly tucked in. So the same thing in the chair, and I'll go back and forth between the chair and standing. So feeling nice and comfortable, feeling that connection, noticing our breath. We're in our bodies. We want to feel relaxed, shoulders belong to the earth, and we want to bring our breathing down. So breathing in through the nose, filling up an imaginary balloon in our belly. And then we want to gently exhale, squeezing in our tummy muscles, our pelvic floor muscles, just a little bit, and then we exhale. This is called Dantian breathing by Dr. Paul Lam. Gently inhale, filling up the belly, and then gently exhale, squeezing the muscles in. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, about a 3 or 4 second count, 5 if you really want to stretch it. And then a gentle exhale, same number amount. And let's just scan our bodies for any tension. So starting with the top of the head, going down the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the spine, the hips, the thighs, the knees, the ankles, and the feet. We want to soften the body and relax and let go of any tension or stress. And imagine being recycled into the earth, being composted into beautiful nature. And we want to pull in that beautiful nature through our feet, going up the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, to our joints, all the spine, to the shoulders, the arms, the neck, top of the head. Feeling that nourishment from the earth. And as we start our practice, let's think about setting our intention for our practice today. Maybe it's for peace, maybe it's for joy, harmony, balance, wellness, vitality. Setting that intention, and we'll begin with our warm-ups. Take a deep breath, and it looks like I got someone joining, so let me let them in. All right, so let's begin. We're going to begin with the warm-ups, which is Dr. Paul Lam. So we're going to bring up our drippy hands, fingers, shoulder height. Hands slowly come down. We're going to gaze at the floor. We're going to do that again. Bring the hands up. I'll do it at angle, drippy fingers. And slowly gazing down at the floor. Let's do that again. Bringing the hands up, looking straight ahead. And now we're gently looking down. Now we're going to add on to that movement. We're going to bring the hands up. We're going to turn the wrists, tuck the chin. We're going to gently push out and then gaze at the floor. And let's do that again. Inhale. If you want to exhale, as the hands come closer, as the chin comes in, and then you can inhale, and then exhale. And let's do it one more time. You can also do a really long inhale as the hands come up and in, and then a really long exhale as you come down, out and down. All right, good. So the next movement is holding an imaginary ball, and then one hand comes down, faces the earth, hand opens up. We turn our neck, only our neck, and we look about 60 or 80% or 60%. And then we come back, and then we switch the hands gently pass each other, going to the other side, going about 60%. And then we come back to center. So our hips do not move at all, the feet stay on the floor, and now we're going to go 80% of our neck. That's the focus. And then we come back. So these are the warm-ups from Dr. Paul Lam from Tai Chi for Health. So it's a style of Tai Chi, and that is the name. And we're going to do it one more time each side, and we're going to do it now 90% of our comfort range of our neck. Maybe like you're backing up a car. And then come back, and then the other side. And then coming back to center. Good. So we're going to relax the shoulders because next we're going to do a shoulder roll. So nice and relaxed, shoulders going up and down. And you can gently breathe if you want. Inhale as it goes up, exhale as it goes down. And let's do it one more time in this direction, and we're going to reverse it. So we'll do the opposite now. And it doesn't have to match me. What's important is you're doing it nice and slow and smooth. All right, last time. All right, good job. Now we're gonna gather Chi, it's called. So hands come to the center, belly height, and we're gonna gently bend our knees if you're standing, and if you're in a chair, lift your heels as the hands rise up, and the hands slowly come down. Wonderful. Let's do that again. Hands rise up. You can inhale, gather beautiful life force energy, and then slowly bring it into our bodies for nourishment. Good. Let's do it one more time. Gently bending our knees, opening up our hands, and hands gently come down. Wonderful, isn't it great? It's a great move. All right, so now we're going to move on to the spine movements. We hold an imaginary ball when we do these. The bottom hand gently rise up, gently push down, and then the hands gently come back together. So we keep a small bend in our knees, and you can bend a little bit more and then stretch as the hands stretch, but keeping our arms bent, and then gently come back. So in Tai Chi and Qigong, we never want to fully extend our body. So we always want to keep a little bit of a curve. 70% is generally the rule. And then we gently come back. Good. Let's do that again one more time each side. Gently stretch. Hands come together. And for the last one, if you want to try it, you could also stretch to the side or the center. See what feels right. All right, let me do it one more time. Since I gave that a new variation, let's do it one more time. Bringing it back together. And the other side. Good. And then coming back. So whatever hand is on top now for the next movement, we're going to turn in that direction. So we're going to hold the ball, turn, line up our nose with our knee. So it's a small movement. Then we're going to flip the hands, and then we gently carry that ball to the other side, lining up our nose with our knee. Again, a small movement. We flip the hands. We go across. Knees are slightly bent if we're standing. Flipping the hands and going across. Good. This is a very gentle spine exercise. So we just want to imagine the fluid going gently side to side, flipping the hands, and then coming back. And then we can release that. So that is a spine movement that Dr. Paul Land likes to do. Now we're going to move on to the hips. Let me show it to you in a chair first, and then I'll do it standing. Okay, so if you're in a chair, we're going to lift the foot out. Heel is kind of up. Looks like you can't see my foot slightly on the Zoom, so let me tilt the camera. All right, so we're going to gently lift the foot out, bring it back in, hands rise up and down. Now we do the other foot. Foot goes out, foot comes back in, hands go up and down. So that is the chair version. If you're able to stand, you can do it with an aid of a chair. So I'll show it to you what it looks like with the help of a chair. You can just hold on to a chair. We're going to have one foot in front, hands in the back. We're going to come to the center and pause. And then the ball of the foot, heel almost touches, hands in the front. And then we come back to center. So let me show it to you with it without any chair assistance. So both hands are in the back, heels in the front. We pause in the center, and back of the foot, hands in the front. Coming back to center, and heel in front. If you're very confident of your balance, you can go all the way straight through without pausing. And all the way straight through back. And let's do it one more time, your choice. See if you want to go all the way straight through, keeping your balance, or pause. Good. Now, when you're standing, you got to do the other leg. So we did it 3 times, technically 4, because we did that extra. So we'll do it on the other leg, starting with the heel in front, hands in the back for balance. Back to neutral, making sure we feel comfortable on the side. Ball of the foot, hands in the front. Back to neutral, and heel in front. Good. So let's do that again, making sure we feel comfortable. And foot in front, and we'll do it one more time on this side, your choice, how you want to do it. Good, and we'll come back to center. All right, so the next one, I'll show it to you in the chair first. So the next one, you just lift the foot, place it down, open up the hip. So it's another hip exercise. Bring the foot in, and then other side. We're gonna add hands. The hands look the same standing or sitting. So one hand goes straight out, so not to the side, straight out. Other hand goes across the chest. It's near the elbow, but they're not touching. We lift the opposite leg. We gently press. We bring the foot in, drop the hands, and other side. And the hand goes straight out, so no side movements. So straight out, palm is facing the earth. All right, let's do it standing. Standing is the same thing. We lift the foot out, place it down, bring the foot in. Other side, place it out, knees are bent, and you bring it back in. So it's not a wide step. You should feel comfortable, have your balance. So the hand goes straight out, palms facing the earth, hand goes across near, but not touching. Gently stretch, and imagine you're holding up the wall. So you might engage your tummy muscles. Bring the foot in, relax the hands, and the other side. Good. Let's do that again. Feeling that connection with our body, letting that go, and other. Good. Let's do it one more time. You can think about your breath. Inhale, and then exhale. You have more power when we do breathe with our movement, and then we can come back to center. Good. So that is for the hips. Now we move on to the knees. So if you're in a chair, I always like to show both. Feet are in a V, hands by your hips. And we want to gently lift the foot, tap it down, opposite arm goes out. So basically it's like a kick and punch. And then the other side you do it. And you can kick if you want, toe first, heel first. Many options when you're in a chair. So you got the gist of it. If you're standing, feet are in the V, hands by your hips, knees are bent. We lift the foot, tap it down, opposite arm goes out. Nice and slow. Bring you both back in. Tap and extend. So this is really good for your balance as you extend the arm. And the other side. Good. If you're feeling confident, you may do a low kick now if you're standing, but it's a very low kick. So it's not a high kick, but it is a slow, low kick. The most important thing is making sure you have your balance. All right, good. So that is the next one. So I'll show it in the chair first. So feet are in a V, hands by the hips. We lift the foot, place the heel, then the toe down. And if you're in the chair, you lunge a little bit forward, opposite arm. And then you bring both back in. If you confuse opposite arms, it's okay, do your best. Heel toe, gently extend the arm, coming back. Let's do that again. And so actually, I want to do it standing now. So I'm just used to saying that. All right, so now standing, okay? So you got in a chair, feet are in a V, lift the foot, heel toe. Now we're gonna actually shift the weight. So in the chair, you lean forward, but in standing position, you shift the weight. Then we go to the other side, nice and slow. Feel that connection with the earth, then we extend the arm. It's almost like you're kissing the earth. You know that Rumi poem, right? I don't have it memorized, I should memorize it. But right, to kiss the earth, that's a beautiful, so I think of that poem and that feeling when I hear that poem, you know, kissing the earth. And then come back, another side. Technically that was 3, but I did not cue you, so let's do one more. And I love these, it feels so good in my upper back. You know, that nice slow movement opens up that fascia, so we can get that blood flow that we need for good circulation. All right, good job. So that's the knees. Now we're going to move on to the ankles. Ankles look the same sitting or standing. So if you are standing, you can put your hands on your belly. Right hand first for ladies, left hand for men. And it doesn't matter per se. It looks like I got my cousin Mike watching on Facebook. Okay, good. Just want to say hi. I want to tap the heel and the toe. So it looks the same in a chair. So it's the motion of touching the heel and the toe. Make sure your knees slightly bent with the one with the weight in it. And then we can switch feet and doing the same thing up and down. So this is a great ankle exercise. So this is what we do in the warm-ups for Dr. Paul Lamb's program. But they're also like Qigong movements, so that's why I do it on my sampler class. And now we're going to do big toe, little toe. And this one is very hard. So it's, big toe, little toe, no leg movement. I don't want to see any hips or knees moving, only the ankles. So it is hard to do if you've never done it before. Now we can switch sides. And if you find that your knee wants to engage, just put your hands on your knee. It's a very hard movement. It took me about 6 months to learn it. For my brain to say relax, only ankle move. It takes a while. So good job. Thinking about it is good enough. All right. Oh, good. We got another prompting. Looks like Jack's coming in. Maybe they're having phone problems. So, all right, good. So that is Dr. Paul Lamb's warm-up. So I know the last few times we've been meeting, I've been singing a little bit. I made up a movement to a song that I learned from Timothy Frasnick. He's a local musician here in the Twin Cities who I love, and he learned it from other people. So I'll give you information about that, the recording when I upload it to YouTube. But it's called There Is So Much Magnificence Near the Ocean. The waves are coming in, the waves are coming in. So that's the lyrics, but we're going to do some motion with it. We also sing Hallelujah, and at the very end, yeah, I should get some water too in case my throat scratches. And then the last part is we say, open my heart. So we'll just kind of repeat that. So I'm not a vocalist, I'm just a person who loves movement and song. So, but it's good enough. So when we do this movement, you can do it sitting in a chair, standing, it looks the same. We're gonna have our knees slightly bent. We're gonna have our pelvis tucked in. We're in that vertical alignment that we talked about. So we're gonna begin with the singing. I have my hands coming out. So we're gonna have the hands come up and we're saying, there is so much magnificence. As the hands open up, and then the hands come down near the ocean. The waves are coming in, so the hands come up, it pushes out, the waves are coming in. The waves are coming in. Okay, I'm a little off tune there, but that's okay. We'll do it again. There is so much magnificence near the ocean. And like touch the ocean, feel the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in. And we'll do it again. There is so much magnificence. Looking around like you're in a valley or mountains. And then near the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in. We'll do it one more time and we'll do the hallelujah. And that there is so much magnificence near the ocean. You can bend your knees a little bit if you're touching the ocean. Waves are coming in. Waves are coming in. And now we're going to do the hallelujah, which is gathering chi. We just did that motion. So hands circle around. Alleluia. And then we're going to reverse it. Alleluia. We'll do it again. Alleluia. And then we do it reverse. Alleluia. going to do the next one is called Open My Heart. So I have my hands by my heart, and we're going to bow a little bit forward, opening the hands, and say, open my heart, okay? So, open my heart, 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 open my heart. And you can just hold your hands there and just notice and feel. I really love that song, and I love that movement together. All right, good. Hopefully you like that. I know I can work on my singing. That's always a goal, but I hope you're singing along with me. But it's really fun to make up movements with music. So any way to motivate you to move, that's a good thing. All right, so I always like to do a little eclectic. So I'm going to do some tapping, which we do in Spring Forest Qigong. So we're going to rub our hands together, opening up the hands. And it looks like we got 2 people watching. Good. All right, hopefully my singing wasn't that bad. And then we can bring the hands closer, and we can go up along the bridge of our face, around the forehead, slowly coming down in a heart shape. And we'll do that again. If you have glasses, it might be nice to take it off, but if you can't, it's okay. Just trace along, and then hands going up. They call this the Cultivating Chi. And then we want to bring your hands through our fingers, sending that good energy down. And then we can also gently cup our head, so making a little hollow fist. And we're going to gently cup, going from the top to the back. I know it's hard to put your fingers through your hair when you have a ponytail or something, but it's all good. All right, good. So then the next thing I like to do is rubbing the ears from the top, going down. You can pull in the earlobes a little bit. That helps with the lip systems. And the ears are wonderful too, because they have energy points throughout the body. So it's a nice way, if you can't reach somewhere and you just want to send good energy, it's a good way to do that. All right, good. We can also do some tapping. So let's tap the top of the eyebrow point. So 2 fingers or even knuckles. I've seen it both ways. So tapping 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to tap underneath the eye sockets. We're doing the same thing, either with knuckles or fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can also tap the lung points, tapping here. Sometimes he does that, which is kind of good to make sure we got that fluid going. All right, we can also rub the tummy. So you can bring the hands on top of each other in a circular motion, so it's to your left. So I'm not going to do the opposite, because if you go to your right, it might loosen things up. Going to the left just kind of gets it smooth. So yeah, I can do it from this way if that helps. So going to your left, and they call it the stomach, but even though it's kind of lower too. So that's a good thing to do. Patting down the chest, keeping that little cup shape type. That helps with the lip system. Now we'll do the arms. We'll do with the left arm first, so I'm not mirroring you. So left arm, and gently cup down with the palms up, flipping the hands, then going down, flipping again, and then going down from shoulder to the wrist. So last time. Now we're going to do the other arm, and if you goof it up, it's okay. So starting with the palms up, open, that's good, and then going down. And this is good for your heart and lung meridian. And let's do it one more time. All right, good. Now we're going to do the armpits. So left arm first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good for the lymph system. Looks really funny if you're watching it from afar. All right, let's do it now from the torso down. So going back to the other arm again. We all look funny. No, it's good. All right, let's do the other side. Do it at least 3 times. You can always do it a little bit more if you like. But this is good for the lymph system, body fluids. All right, so now we're going to do the kidneys. You can rub your hands a little bit more if you want. When we do the kidneys, try the best to be on the edge of your chair if you're in a chair. But if you're standing, you can just gently reach over and you cup the back of the kidneys about 9 times. And then if we can rub it with the back, which is a little bit easier on the shoulders. All right, good. And now let's also rub the knees. So I'm going to send more energy, good energy to the knees. You can bend over and cup the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to do it to the left. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both hands around it. 1, and then now the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, that's good for the knees. That's a good, I love that tapping routine, sending good energy throughout the whole body. So I know, I also wanted to do, I know I'm getting close to the end, but we also talk about, I was going to do a little bit of Jeffrey Chan. He's a Qigong artist, acupuncturist on YouTube. He has a lot of wonderful videos. He's under my resources tabs, and I usually do a little bit. And he has one for spinal health. So we've done some of the exercises that he does, but I know recently a family member injured their spine, and I was looking for that. I thought that's really nice. So in his program, he does a little short videos, which I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna try to start doing little 20-minute classes. I just gotta find the right time. Basically he did a gathering chi, so we'll do that again, but he did a little wider one. So hands going up, kind of like stretching the spine, I think, and then bringing the hands down. So we're gonna do a mini version of it because, you know, of time. I don't wanna keep people too long. So let's do that one more time. So this is an abbreviated version. Good. And then the next thing he tells you to do is kind of like the Raggedy Ann, or in some programs, shake the tree. So we just gently moving side to side, of course within your comfort range. I always like to say, if it hurts, don't do it. We're gonna visualize instead. You always wanna be within your body frame, comfort. It's called the ABCs. Always be comfortable. So, and as you're doing it, you can also lift up your heel as you're turning, but if that is too much motion for you, and if it doesn't feel right, you know, keep the feet down. But this is good for the spine. And now another variation is bringing the hands up as you swing. You can lift the heels and swing, or just stand. But if you're in a chair, you can't, you know, just try to turn as much as you can to your comfort level. And if you want to go a little bit faster, you can, but I always like to do it slow. So this is called, he doesn't give the name, but I always call it like a Raggedy Ann, right, like a doll. It's kind of flapping. I'm just kind of going a little bit slower, bringing the hands down. Or, you know, shake the tree. I've heard that term. I think there's another one I've heard, but so that's the move. And then the next one he recommends in the video is a cat-cow standing version. So you can do it in a chair as well. But if you're standing, you would have your hands, which is more of a yoga move, but that's what he recommends. So hands on the knees, and you want to be hunched over. It feels really good to do though. Hunch your back like you're a cow, or cat, sorry, and then lift, or no, this is the cat. The hands go up. So gently moving the spine up and back. So this is good for your spine health. I'll do it straight ahead so you can see it that way. Yeah, releasing the neck, having the neck go down, and then having the neck go all the way up. It feels really good. I say if you do it with your intention, your breath, then it's Qigong. No, I'm kidding. But technically this is yoga. All right, let's do it one more time. All right, good. So that's a small little routine. I think he ends it with the gathering chi, which is part of our cool down with Dr. Paul Lamb. So let's move into the gathering chi. Hands circle around. And I see some people joining me. Oh, I got another relative. Yay, I got relatives joining me. Good. Kim, hi Kim, on Facebook. So hands coming around, slowly come down. Having the hands, you could even make the movement smaller. If you have shoulder issues, don't move your shoulders at all. Just slowly move the hands around. So you would keep the arms near you, but not too near you, and just have it slowly come down. But you always want to move within your comfort level. So let's do, bringing that beautiful life force energy, and let's do it one more time. Nice deep cleansing breath, and then slowly coming down. So that's part of that spine health, which I'll put the link on my YouTube recording, and which is part of Dr. Paul Lamb's cool down. So let's do the next move for Dr. Paul cool down, which is tapping the thighs crisscross. If you're able, is best. But if you can't do it, then go straight in. If you're in a chair, then you just tap your legs. You don't have to lift them. Good. So that's another stretching technique. That's the reason why we do it. Kind of get the blood flow back in the legs. And the last move is like pulling up daisies or weeds, however you like to look at it. You lift your heel if you're in a chair, go on the balls of your feet. If you're standing, tighten up your tummy, tighten your fist like you're gathering, and then letting go, opening up the palms, going back on the heels. We'll do that again. Going on the balls of your feet, and then open up. Good, let's do it one more time. And exhale. Good. So that is the Dr. Paul Lamb's cool down. Like I said, this is a sampler class. It's a mix of many things, that's why it's free. So I want to thank you so much for coming. So we'll make a right hand a fist. So I'm mirroring you guys. Right hand's a fist, left hand. This represents strength. This is fingers together. This represents friendship. So it's like a high five. That's a way to remember it. And then we bend the thumb. See, I got another relative on there. Hi, Lyle, or Joan on Facebook. Okay, and then we bring the fist into the palm, and we lift up the elbows if you're able. If it's hard, you can have it lower, but if you can lift up your elbows, great. We just nod our head. We don't bow, we just nod our head. And that is the Chinese martial art greeting, wushu. So it means mutual respect. So thank you so much for coming. Love your feedback. And like I said, I'm going to try to do a 20-minute coming up soon. Otherwise, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I also volunteer at Pathways in Minneapolis, which is a free health crisis center. You just have to have a chronic health issue. So pretty easy thing to probably have. Most people kind of do. So it's a wonderful resource center, and I do teach Tai Chi there as well. So hope to